They built empires in the shadows. They controlled billions of dollars. They corrupted governments, ordered assassinations, and shaped the global underworld. From the streets of Chicago, to the jungles of Colombia, to the prisons of Mexico. These are the men who turned organized crime into global industries. This is not fiction. This is power built on fear. Tonight, we break down the 9 most dangerous crime bosses in modern history, how they rose, how they ruled, and how some of them fell. Pablo Escobar, Colombia, the king of cocaine. In the 1980s, one man turned a local criminal operation into the largest drug empire the world had ever seen. His name was Pablo Escobar. Born in the city of Medellin, Colombia, Escobar grew up in poverty, but ambition and ruthlessness quickly pushed him into the criminal world. He began with small operations, stolen goods, smuggling, and black market deals. But by the late 1970s, Escobar discovered something far more profitable: cocaine. Together with partners, he built what would become the Medellin Cartel, an organization that would dominate the global cocaine trade. At the height of his power in the 1980s, Escobar controlled nearly 80% of the world's cocaine supply. Every day, tons of cocaine moved from Colombia into the United States and beyond. The profits were unimaginable. At one point, Escobar's personal fortune was estimated at more than $25 billion, making him one of the richest criminals in history. His cartel reportedly earned tens of millions of dollars every single day. But Escobar didn't rule through money alone. He ruled through terror. His infamous strategy was simple: plata o plomo, silver or lead, accept the bribe or face the bullet. Judges, politicians, journalists, and police officers who stood in his way were targeted. Bombings shook Colombian cities. Assassinations became routine. Entire neighborhoods lived under the shadow of Escobar's power. Yet paradoxically, in the slums of Medellin, many saw him as a hero. He built houses, funded football fields, and donated millions to poor communities. But the violence he unleashed forced the Colombian government to act. With support from the Colombian National Police and international agencies, a massive manhunt began. For years, Escobar evaded capture until December 2nd, 1993. After months of tracking phone signals, authorities finally located him in Medellin. A rooftop chase followed, gunfire erupted, and the man who once ruled the global cocaine empire fell. Pablo Escobar was dead, but his legacy remains a dark chapter in the history of organized crime. A man who proved that a single criminal empire could shake an entire nation. Joaquin El Chapo Guzman, Mexico. Master of escape, kingpin of the Sinaloa cartel, Joaquin El Chapo Guzman grew up in the mountains of Sinaloa, Mexico, a rough terrain that would shape his future empire. From small-time smuggling to controlling one of the most powerful cartels in the world, El Chapo mastered logistics, violence, and secrecy. The Sinaloa cartel didn't just smuggle drugs. It built tunnels under the US-Mexico border, created networks of loyal operatives, and moved tons of cocaine, marijuana, and heroin into the United States every year. El Chapo became legendary not only for his empire, but for his escapes. 1993, arrested for the first time, but that was just the beginning. 2001, he escaped prison hidden in a laundry cart. 2015, broke out through a 1.5-kilometer tunnel with lighting, ventilation, and motorcycles waiting for him at the end. Every escape became a media sensation, reinforcing his mythos and terrifying rivals. Yet law enforcement never stopped. In 2016, after years of cat and mouse, El Chapo was captured again. Extradited to the United States, he faced the full might of federal prosecutors. Convicted on multiple charges, including drug trafficking, money laundering, and organized crime, he was sentenced to life plus 30 years in a supermax prison. Despite his imprisonment, the Sinaloa cartel continues to operate, a testament to the system he built. Power, structure, loyalty, his legacy persists even behind bars. Matteo Messina Denaro, Italy, the Phantom of Sicily, last fugitive of the Cosa Nostra. Matteo Messina Denaro grew up in the shadowed streets of Sicily, inheriting the traditions of the Cosa Nostra. For over 30 years, he was a ghost, a fugitive who evaded capture while orchestrating some of Italy's most notorious crimes. The 1990s were brutal. Bombings, murders, and violent reprisals shook the country, and Denaro was linked to them all. Yet he remained invisible to the public eye, moving through Sicily's hidden villages protected by loyal networks and the code of silence, omertà. Despite intense investigations, Interpol alerts, and police raids, Denaro's trail was always cold. His life became a legend among criminals and law enforcement alike, a symbol of cunning, patience, and ruthless power. Then, in 2023, after decades on the run, Italian authorities captured him. The arrest closed one of the longest manhunts in modern history. For Italy, it was a chapter ending. For the Cosa Nostra, it was a signal of shifting power. Denaro's story is a reminder that some shadows linger for decades, shaping fear, loyalty, and the very mythology of organized crime. Ismael El Mayo Zambada, Mexico, the invisible architect of the Sinaloa cartel. Ismael El Mayo Zambada co-founded the Sinaloa cartel alongside El Chapo, but unlike his flashy partner, he remained in the shadows. For decades, El Mayo avoided capture, orchestrating a sprawling drug empire through loyalty and networks, rather than public displays of violence. He built a multi-billion-dollar trafficking system, moving cocaine, marijuana, and methamphetamine into the United States with efficiency and secrecy. His power was subtle yet unyielding. A whisper in the right ears could move mountains, and his rivals feared his patience as much as his reach. In 2024, after decades of eluding law enforcement, El Mayo was finally arrested, ending one of Mexico's longest-running criminal evasion stories. Though behind bars, his legacy in organized crime remains. A blueprint of strategy, discretion, and enduring influence. Dawood Ibrahim, India, the transnational kingpin of South Asia. Dawood Ibrahim emerged from the underworld of Mumbai, rising to become one of the most feared figures in South Asia. He is accused of orchestrating the 1993 Mumbai bombings, a series of attacks that left hundreds dead and shook the nation. Beyond violence, Dawood built a sophisticated transnational network, spanning India, Pakistan, the Middle East, and beyond, engaging in smuggling, extortion, and illegal finance operations. Unlike street-level crime lords, his power extended into geopolitics, influencing markets, politics, and even terrorism. Despite years of international pursuit, Dawood remains a fugitive, a shadowy presence demonstrating how organized crime can intertwine with global security and politics. His story is a chilling reminder. Power in the underworld can be as much strategic and financial as it is violent. Nemesio El Mencho, Mexico ghost cartel leader. In the shadows of Mexico's mountains, a new breed of cartel emerged, a cartel ruled by fear, money, and blood. Nemesio Oseguera Cervantes was born in 1965 in the state of Michoacán, later earning the name El Mencho. He grew up in a small farming village, but destiny had other plans. He joined local gangs, learning the trade, and quickly rose through the ranks, with a mix of strategy, intimidation, and ruthless efficiency. By the early 2000s, El Mencho had seized control of the Jalisco New Generation Cartel, or CJNG. Unlike traditional cartels, CJNG became a quasi-military organization, recruiting former soldiers, combat experts, and logistics specialists. The cartel expanded rapidly, dominating drug trafficking routes into the United States, while sparking violent wars against rival groups. Cities burned, highways became ambush zones, and even law enforcement hesitated to confront him directly. El Mencho remained elusive, moving in shadows through hidden safe houses, loyalty networks, and secure communications, eluding capture despite international manhunts. Today, he continues to operate as a ghost in organized crime, proving that modern cartels are no longer local gangs. They are transnational, militarized networks, wielding money, firepower, and fear, adapting faster than authorities can respond. Nemesio El Mencho Oseguera Cervantes, a living legend of power, fear, and survival in Mexico's modern drug war.